The Alchemist is basically a bar and restaurant group. Our tagline is theatre served. We like to do it with a little bit of a twist, a little bit of a play, and basically make the guest journey as exciting as possible.
We've had this bar here for 3 years. It's called Flock. No massive theme here. It was just a pared back look. And we keep the prices okay for the Northern Quarter, but a little bit higher so that the lager louts don't come in.
We've owned the pub, apart from a short period, we've owned it since it was built in 1556, I think.
I always loved the pub when I was here. The village is very good. The demographics of the people that live in the village is great. So I purchased the pub in June 2017.
Everything is basically coinciding with the guidelines that have been released from the government. I think that's what we were all really holding out for, and especially the massive difference has been the 1 metre guidance. That basically means we can operate at a slightly reduced capacity than we would have been doing, but a lot more normal than if it was still the 2 metres.
We are going to open on the 4th, on Saturday. We've made lots of changes. Through the pub, we're trying to work out a one-way system so people can avoid each other and certain areas.
There's not going to be that hustle and bustle at the bar on a packed Friday and Saturday. It's going to be seated table service.
The outside space will have spaced out tables. We'll do table service for the first time ever.
We have to take record of customers. I mean, some customers won't like that, but it's simply that if somebody who's been in our pub does get coronavirus, we then are obligated to ring up other people who were there at the time and tell them.
It will all be bookings.
People will come in, we'll probably have to take their name, number, some details, these things.
We've asked people, even if you're coming for a drink, please give us a call. We'd love to see everybody, of course, we'd love to see everybody, but we certainly don't want to be overwhelmed.
No parties larger than 6.
We're opening 2 doors, so people will be going in one door and coming out the other door.
When every guest enters the venue, they're going to be handed like a little postcard, like a journey postcard, and it basically explains what measures we're putting in place to be COVID secure, and on there is a QR code that prompts the guests using their smartphone to access all our menus digitally.
Going forward, the pandemic, I don't know. I don't know. I think they've already taken some measures, meter aparts, acetate, protection, these things. It's going to, as the police said to me yesterday, it's going to be very, very difficult.
We're going to have screens between tables. The staff will wear masks. We will offer a mask to the customers.
The whole concept of the Alchemist is that sort of like lab, science, things like that. So I genuinely think if there's any bar and restaurant where the staff could pull off quirky PPE, it's going to be the Alchemist.
That was a car park out there. So we had all this astroturf. If I come up the steps, we have another patio area here, a couple of tables on it. If I turn you around, when I was telling you about the self-distancing booths, as we come around the garden, for people to have their own booths and sort of feel quite safe on what they're doing.
We're going to try and order by app where possible, but of course not everybody has a smartphone, so it won't be possible for everybody.
We're putting in a better position than most because I took the bull by the horns and opened 8 to 9 weeks ago, so we're on a bit of a roll. We should be in a better position than most to do the opening because we're effectively open.
I can sort of envisage that there may be an ugly rush on day one for people to come to the pub, but it's just a question whether that remains.
I don't know what's going to happen when everybody opens. It's slim pickings at the moment with one bar where there used to be 20 in this facility.
If I was to give any advice to any landlords would be to look forward to Saturday, but let's not try and go for a boom and bust.
One newspaper said, terrific that pubs and restaurants are opening, but how keen will people be to go into a pub or restaurant if it is, in their own words, alien and impersonal?
I think we'll all adapt, and if people want a drink, they're going to get a drink. It's just going to be in a slightly different capacity to what we've been used to.
It's great news that we're able to open, but definitely I think would be the word would be to proceed with caution.